Here we have Giants head coach Rick Rhoades back to Graz for the second year now. Welcome back to Austria.
Good to be back.
So the team now in the practice, we have 3 new players from the States. What have changed between last year and this year in the game?
Well, as you said, we've got some new import players, a new quarterback, 2 new defensive linemen, and we think they're good additions, and excited about what we think that they're going to be capable of doing. The other things that are new is that this isn't the first time around for me. I know not to get on the bus now without a ticket, and I know a little bit more about Austria than obviously than I did, and that should make it a little bit easier from an administrative standpoint. But we still have a very tough league and a very tough schedule that we have to deal with.
Quarterback Chris Gunn is his name, and
yes.
he's originally from the Arena Football League last year, so he's very pass orientated, I guess. So.
He is, but he is a guy that has run the ball well. He was his team's leading rusher when he was with the Tennessee team in the Arena League. Good athlete, a little bit different style quarterback than we had last year, I think.
After winning the EFF Cup and losing in the final of the Austrian Bowl, how big is your hunger for the Austrian Bowl?
Well, I think you always want to get a chance to play on a big stage, and I think that it was great to get the Giants and the great tradition that we have back in the Austrian Bowl, but certainly we want to do better. And so our goal is the same as it was last year, same really as every team I've ever coached, and that is to be just as good a team as we can possibly be. If we do that, well, then I think we'll be very competitive, but I think this whole league is going to be very, very tough this year, maybe even better than last year.
Do you think have the other teams developed the last month?
Well, I really expect every team to be very good. I think the Vikings are the Vikings, and they've kind of set the standard at this point. I think the Dragons are starting to reap the benefits of the very good youth program that they've had. The Blue Devils, I think, are going to be in better shape than they've been in a while. I probably know less about the Black Lions than I do anyone else. But you go through every team in this league.
Readers.
Yeah, I certainly shouldn't forget about them. They may be as good as anybody. I hear that they have added some very, very good players, and the Raiders are always going to be good. They have a great organization, and will be very tough. So you add that with the Euro Bowl competition, and it'll keep you awake at night.
The schedule starts very, very tough for you, I guess. First match is against Paris, with a very good team, and your first match in the AFL is on the Vikings. It's a revenge for the Austrian Bowl. Same place, same team you play. Do you think it's good to have tough games at the beginning of the season?
Oh, I think you got to play who you got to play, and I think our emphasis needs to be on our team and getting our team as good as we can possibly get. And a little concerned about 2 on the road and some travel arrangements that are going to be a little bit lengthy, but we've known that for a long time. We think we've got good plans for it, and it'll be a very, very tough early measuring stick for us. But I think the good thing about it is we'll know exactly where we are as a football team very early, and we'll move from there.
What do you think are the strengths of the Giants this year?
I think, first of all, the tradition of this organization is always a strength. I mean, there are a lot of people that care very, very, very much about the Giants, and I think it all starts there. I hope our defense will be, better than it was last year. I think we were very good at defense on defense at times, but we didn't have much depth, and I think we'll have more depth over there than we've had. Offensively, with a new quarterback and some new people, I don't think our character and the personality of our offense has developed much yet, but I think we're going to have a little more depth over there this year. But right now, I think it's probably a little bit of a question mark. I think our defense has got to be our strength this year, at least initially, because we are not starting over offensively, but we do have some new faces that we've got to get worked in.
How can anybody beat the Vikings?
Oh, I don't think we want to approach our season that way. Obviously, that they're doing a lot of things right now. But again, I think we have to focus on our organization and getting our organization and our team as good as we can, and play as well as we can. And if we do that, then I think we can be competitive with anybody. If we don't, well, then we're not going to win many games. I think it's as simple as that. But I think it's a mistake to try to do much comparison shopping in this business. I think it's much better to focus on yourself and get yourself as good as you can. And I don't know, maybe they'll get lost on the way to the stadium. I don't know. I mean, it's, but they're very good, and certainly they are the standard for European football right now.
Then I wish you good luck for the season.
Thank
you very much for the interview.
Sure.
And see you around on the field next week.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you.